And who's your favorite anime character? Whew, gosh. Luffy. I love how random Luffy is. He's just so great. He's so happy and random, and that's what I like about Luffy. He is Luffy. It's so hard to tell how to correctly pronounce his name because in Japanese, it really does sound like Luffy, but they could be trying to say Luffy. I don't know, but we'll say Luffy. He's just so happy. He's happy about everything. It's just delightful. To me, like, honestly, I could have a bad day and just watch Luffy, and his happiness is infectious. So, I guess Luffy. Alright, I Stuck You asks, when it comes to stories in video games, specifically RPGs, what are your preferences for type, characters, age range, tropes, personalities, etc., and settings, like urban, modern day, or Tolkien-esque fantasy and such? I don't have a preference. I don't have a preference whatsoever. I just need the story to be good and the options to be believable. I just need you to give me a good story with characters that I can believe in and enjoy. Other than that, I don't care what your genre is. What happened? Who saw me? That's not them. Where are they? Are they in the building, maybe? Oh, hey, is there someone up there? I don't think so. Anyway, what type of games do you think there needs to be more of nowadays? More open world games, like Skyrim. More story-based games like Mass Effect. I'd say more story-based games like Mass Effect. I think there needs to be more of that. More games like Mass Effect that, oh, here's one. Okay, I think there needs to be more games like Mass Effect in the vein of your decisions in the first game carry over greatly to the second and third games and change the story drastically. I think there needs to be more games like that because that is phenomenal. Woohoo! So, what do we have next? What do we have next? Zevran08 asks, what are your pet peeves for videos? If is it spoilers, requests for new Let's Plays, or when will episode blank be, or people saying you're playing the game wrong? Yes, yes, all of that. Yes, you answered your own question. Spoilers rank at the top of my list. I cannot tell you guys how utterly sad it makes me when you spoil things for me. It is beyond sad for me. It is the most difficult part of being a Let's Player, is because when people spoil things, it invokes such a rage in me. Because people have done it. For years now, people have done it. And it accumulates and it adds up. And it's just like, oh my gosh, another person spoils something for me. And one of the greatest challenges I have is that the anger I feel is not proportional to the anger that one person deserves, because that one person could have just slipped up and made a mistake, and that's fine. We all make mistakes. I get disproportionately angry about it because these kind of mistakes happen to me all the time. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult for me to show the proper level of proper level of aggression because I am jaded. Does that make sense? There's a saying that I like to live by, and that saying is, it's very easy to be angry. It's very hard to be angry at the right person for the right reason. And that's so true. So true. Oh, good. So there were only 3 that I missed. I'm rather happy about that. All right. Next. From Chockle. Hang on a second. Let me scroll up. Alright, Chockle, Squee, do you ever watch your old videos again? If so, what do you think about the past you and actions you took in a game? Anything that stands out that would have changed or just find irresistibly funny? Actually, I watch my old videos a lot. A lot of people say that it's bad form to laugh at your own jokes. I think that if you don't laugh at your own jokes, whose jokes are you going to laugh at? I mean, who likes your sense of humor better than you do? Right? I mean, it's your sense of humor. It's what it is by definition what you find funny. So when I go back and watch my old videos that are a year or 2 gone, and of course I don't remember what jokes I made while I was making that, and I run across the same jokes, it makes me laugh. I enjoy watching them. I hope that doesn't sound egotistical, but it's the simple truth. The jokes I make are the jokes that I find funny. So when I go a year and I've forgotten what jokes I've said, and then I run across those jokes again, I laugh at them. So I watch my videos all the time. As far as moments that stand out, not any particular one moment. I really enjoy our SWTOR Let's Play with Kriana because we're both just really, really, really funny in that Let's Play. Booyakasha! In the mouth! Ha ha! Called it! So, and then as a thought experiment, I'd like you to pick 3 characters you may sum up their personalities in a sentence or 2. Captain Science. Crazy SOB that loves science. Squeeper. Thief with a heart of gold and no self-esteem. McSquee. Insane. In the membrane. There. With a heart of gold. Insanity with a heart of gold. That's McSquee. I'm supposed to be going this way, I guess. Rigel LP asks. What do you mean Eddie's? Who said that? Who said that? Rigel LP asks, and take this in whatever contest you like, but would you have it any other way? Yes, I would have it on a Tuesday. No, I'm fairly happy with my life the way it is. I'm sure there's lots of things I could wish for, you know, more money, more gadgets to play with, whatever. But no, I mean, honestly, I'm fairly happy with the way things are. How do I get over this thing? What? Nuh-uh. Come on, loudspeaker. Oh, through the side of the head. All right, Hockle, 1997 Hockle. Or Hawk, maybe that might be a 1. Tell us about your crab horror story when you went to the Caribbean. Oh, I already told you that. All right, have you played Far Cry 3? No, haven't played it. Might do it someday, but too many games to play right now. What is the worst illness, sickness, or disease you may have ever suffered? When I was young, I had lots of perforated eardrums, like one right after another, right after another. I'm not quite sure why I had them, but I did, and they kind of wrecked my sense of balance. Like, I could balance okay, but I can't spin. Like, if I were to spin even once in this swivel chair I'm in, it could give me a migraine. I cannot handle... My equilibrium gets messed up really easily because I had so many ear infections as a child, so... Yep. There's that. How did you meet the rest of your fellow Let's Players? Alright, this is all... I get a lot of these questions. I mean, I had several repeats of these questions, so I'm just going to briefly cover. Kriana and I met... Actually, I was a big fan of Kriana's videos long before she ever knew me. She was a popular LPer when I was still a nobody. And I loved her Mass Effect videos, especially that she would call Garrus Gars. And she was just so spazzy and happy. It was fantastic. So when I did Mass Effect 2 with friends, I sent her a PM hoping that she would be a guest on it, and she said yeah. So she was a guest, and we became fast friends because we had the same sense of humor. So that's how that happened. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Please tell me I don't have to do this all over again. Please tell me I don't have to do this all over again. Oh, thank God. Woohoo! Inferno, I met on one of my streams, actually. He was at one of my streams, and I guess he'd been lurking around for a while. But he wrote me a song for Squee called A Teddy on his Hip. And because of that song, we got to talking, and I noticed that I knew that he started, that he was an LPer as well, and he LP'd games that I really, really enjoyed. And we just became good friends. And Piff, I met Piff through Sparta, actually. Piff was a friend of Sparta. Sparta was a friend of mine. Piff and I basically would just hang out together when I hung out with Sparta, and I don't know, Piff's just such a likable guy that we quickly became friends. So that's how that works. I think Piff is like a perfect foil for me. I do a lot of stuff with Piff because we really do work so well together. I'm so spastic and all over the place, and he's so relaxed and random. Actually, it doesn't really sound like opposites, but he is a perfect foil for me. So 5. What's the funniest moment you experienced in a game? I think I already covered that with the Skyrim thing. That's pretty much the funniest moment I've ever experienced in a game. Will we ever hear about Spiffy McSquee again? I don't know. Don't have a clue. Would you ever consider playing through Fallout New Vegas again? I don't know. Not for a long time. When it comes to games like Fallout New Vegas and whatnot, I mean, Iron Mans, I might do Iron Mans. I did an Iron Man of it just recently. But really, when it comes to games like that, I need to give it a lot of time before I play it again. Because, I need time to forget everything that happened. Basically, I need time to forget everything that I went through the first time so that I can experience it relatively blind again, because that's how I really enjoy those games. Oh, shut up. Why did you leave Brian Wilkes to starve to death in the Fallout shelter? Because he deserved it. Because he was a naughty child, and it's what he deserved. Next question. Let's see here. Darkness 487 asks Squee, how has Let's Playing changed your life over time from when you started to now? Well, I've already covered that. Mind over manners. My question is, in the past years you have been Let's Playing, how do you think your style of playing has changed or progressed? Really hasn't. I mean, some people think that my commentary style has changed. Maybe. I haven't noticed any change. I definitely haven't noticed any change in how I play games. But the truth of the matter is, guys, I'm 30 years old. I started Let's Playing at like 27. So what I enjoy when it comes to video games and how I play video games was pretty much set in stone before I started Let's Playing. So it hasn't changed, nor would I expect it to change anytime soon. Yeah. I mean, there's a certain way I enjoy playing video games, and that's the way I will continue to play them. Which is randomly and not well. Loudspeakers? Loudspeakers. Mr. Loudspeakers. Okay, I guess I gotta use my silence weapon here. Alright, my question is, okay, the Super Duelist. My question for you is, the new YouTube copyright push affected you yet? And what are your thoughts on what's going on with it? No, actually it hasn't affected me yet. Not quite sure why. Not quite sure why it hasn't affected me yet. My only guess is that, I have successfully defeated several copyright claims before, so maybe they trust me more. I don't know. I have not received a single new copyright strike or third content match ID since the new system rolled out, or no more than usual anyway. And like I said, the only explanation I can come up with is that I've successfully countered several of such claims before, so I'm giving a buy or something. I don't know. And what do I think about it? Look, everyone hates it. I hate it. But YouTube's just trying to do what it can to avoid lawsuits. It's not like YouTube's just trying to be a dick. YouTube has a bunch of corporations breathing down their neck. They don't have much of a choice. They have to do something. This is the best solution they have right now. I don't like it. I'm not happy with it. It needs to be fixed. But, you know, I don't necessarily blame YouTube for it. I blame those corporations for it. It's a tough all-around problem. Man down? Who said that? Whew, that was close. Alright, anyway. What else? Draconic Epic. As for questions, here's a few. 1. As of now, what would your top 5 animes you watch be? See, I hate top 5. I hate top lists because it's so hard to choose. Let me just list off some that I really enjoy. I don't like putting things into lists of favorites. I don't, because it's hard. I enjoy the big 3. I enjoy Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. I enjoy Fairy Tail. I love Slayers. I like Dragon Ball Z. I enjoyed Sword Art Online. And I'm dead. So there's a few. Yeah. Okay. So Draconic Epic's next question was, if you casted your true personality into alignments, chaotic, evil, lawful, good, etc., what would you be? Neutral good? I think would probably be the best way to describe me. Well, poop. I waited way too long for that. Alright, let's try that again. What's the next one? If you could go back in time, where would you go? What would you see and why? Not really sure. See if we can take out this guy. Where would I go back in time? Well, here's a good question. Am I immune to whatever's happening? Am I physically there, or am I just observing? Because that's a big difference, I think. Good question, good question, good question. Not really sure, guys. Sorry. How do I drop the body? There we go. I'm trying to think of your question, so give me a second. Where would I go back in time? What would I see? I would... If I was just observing, I would go back to the age of the dinosaurs so that we could learn more about dinosaurs. Were T-Rexes really pack hunters or not? What did they look like? Did they really have feathers, and etc., etc.? Well, poop! I need to hide that body better. This one's for the funnies. Did your fiance actually watch this video? No. I doubt she would watch this video. It's just not her kind of thing. She lets me do my Let's Play and stuff, but she's not really... It has no interest to her. She's not really much of a video game player. The heck? What the heck? Dun 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 dun. There should be another guy right here. Somewhere. Why isn't he here? This worries me. Why isn't this guy here? That worries me. Alright, Mad Dog 96 asks, what's your favorite military experience? I loved being in Germany playing the bad guys. The bad guys were fun. I played something called Op 4. Well, that was my job, was to be what they call Op 4, oppositional forces. And I literally played the bad guys. And like I said, it was fun. I got to wear black BDUs. Got a lot of equipment. And fun gadgets. It was good times. Come on, come on. Thank you. Whew. That was close. Okay, next question. Gray Fox asks, what is your favorite anime game, movie, and book? Oh. Again, I don't really like saying favorites. Favorite. Oh, poop. Oh my gosh, that was a great shot, if I do say so myself. Favorite anime. It changes. It changes with whatever I'm watching. I kid you not. It changes. So I don't know. Favorite game, Mass Effect, the whole trilogy. Favorite movie, again, changes. I don't have any one favorite. Like, it's like I watch a movie and go, oh my god, this is my favorite movie, and then I'll watch another one, so I don't know. And book. Same problem. I don't have a this is it. This is my favorite. This is my thing. Except for video games. And that's probably only because I've thought about it a lot. But for the most part, I don't have like a... Oh, poop! It was a dumb choice. So, I don't know. Sorry, it's a hard choice for me to answer. I can't really do it that well. Oh, where's my... Let's try going this way. Poop! So this was a bad choice? Screw it! Let's do this! You want some of me? Huh? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. I do not have much ammo for this gun. Come on! Crap. Let's go, Cletus. Did it. So what was next? Sam Sony asked, "What do you get time to watch other LPers?" Some. If so, who do you watch, and who are your top 5 favorite LPers on YouTube? Can't pick Kriana, Inferno, or Piff, then I'm not answering the question because those are my top favorite. I mean, Kriana, Inferno, Piff, Variax. Those are my favorite YouTubers to watch. If you don't want me to answer the question, then don't ask the question. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but you can't ask for my favorites and then say don't list your favorites. It's not fair. I enjoyed Togoff. At least I enjoyed him before he became so angry about everything. Or maybe he was always angry and just showed it more. I don't know. But he used to have so much fun with video games. Now it's just all he ever does is talk about how rage against video games is all he does. Not all he does, but I mean, let's be fair. He doesn't always rage against video games. And I do still enjoy his Let's Plays, but not as much as I used to. So, yeah. Next question. Tyler Dossely said, "Did you ever get nervous to do videos when you were depressed?" Also, oh yeah, okay, let's answer that question first. Yes. Oh yes. And a general rule of thumb, if you're Let's Playing or making videos of any kind, do not do them if you're currently in a bad mood. Now, when I was, you know, was I depressed this past year? Yeah, I guess I was, but crap. But I had the ability to set aside that depression and concentrate on what I was doing and be in a relative good mood when I was recording my videos. It was my escape, my way to not have to think about everything else. But if you're in a bad mood, like there are lots of times where I sat down to LP and I thought about it. I'm like, no, I am in way too bad of a mood. I am angry or upset. This is not a good time to be making videos. And it's true, you should not be making videos if you're in that kind of mood because it will reflect, people will see, and it will be very apparent. So if you're in a bad mood... What? What? Who saw me? Was it that guy? Really? Weird. Anyway. Holy cow. What? Wow. Talk about missing tons of stuff. Let's back up and get into some cover, huh? Sorry, I'm supposed to be answering questions, aren't I? Grenade. I need to calm down. Oh my gosh. Oh, poop. Alright, also, what would you do if Dragon Ball Z League was ever to lose its popularity? Then I'd stop doing it and move on to something else. I love Dragon Ball Z League, but if it lost its popularity, it lost its popularity. There's nothing wrong with that, it just happens. So yeah. Next question. If you could ask any person in history, a question he or she would have to answer truthfully, what would it be? Good question. Hmm. Hmm. Let me think. Let me truly think. I don't know. I really have to think about that. Honestly, that's a really hard question to answer because I don't know. I'm an observer of history. Trying to think of one person that I'd like to ask, know their motivations for something. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't. I could think about this forever and probably not come. What the heck? Stop it. I'd probably never come up with an answer to that. It would take a long time for me to think of an answer for that question. So, but it was asked more than once, so I don't know. Come on, there's got to be a question I would ask someone. I don't know. Honestly, nothing comes to mind. I can think of lots of questions about history, but I don't know. Sorry, guys. Can't think of an answer right now. Question right now. So let's just move on. No, I don't want to move on, though. That feels like such a bad cop-out. One person in history, one question. What would it be? I think I would ask Abraham Lincoln if he freed the slaves due to, no. No! Okay, I got one. I would ask the founding fathers of America, I would truthfully ask them if I would truthfully ask the founding fathers of America if this revolution did not personally benefit them in any way, shape, or form, i.e. they wouldn't get rich off of it, they wouldn't have their taxes diminished or whatnot. It would help the common American a lot, but would not help them in any way, shape, or form. And in fact, they would go through great financial burden in order to pull off this revolution. Would they still go through with it? Because so many of our glorious founding fathers were more interested in monetary gain than patriotic freedom, that I would be really curious to know who would still go through with it. So there's my question. Alright, come on, let's get this guy. Really? Wow. What? What? How did they see me? I don't understand. So weird. Anyway. Calm down. Oh, great. Get off the wall. Get off the wall. What are you doing? What is my character doing? He's just sitting there. Ah, boo. Alright, Alright, so I actually got to ask that question, or got that question answered. Sorry, it took me a while to think of it. Across asks, please go into great detail about editing. Seriously, I'm interested. Okay, editing. Well, let me give you a brief description of what I go through to do Dragon Ball Z League. First, of course, there's the stream where I record the raw footage and my voice separately from each other. So there's the video game sounds I record separately. I record my voice separately, and Piff records his voice separately. So all three of those are recorded separately. Then I put them into the editor and I link them up. In other words, I make sure that the video, the audio of me and the audio of Piff are all synchronized so that the same thing's happening at the same time, which is a rather difficult task. Then okay, this is not working. Then I divide it up into the episodes. I cut up, because there's obviously 4 episodes, so I cut it up into 4 episodes, and I fit those episodes together, and then I start cutting out the parts of the video that are going to be replaced with graphics, design graphics made by TGN, like the versus screens and the opening credits and all that stuff. And I start sticking those graphics in there, which also is very time consuming because the graphics are a set length of time. For example, the versus screen is a set length of time. I think it's like 10 or 15 seconds. But how long we talk about it, it varies. So I have to constantly change the length of the versus animation by making it faster or slower for each match. So that's time consuming. Then I add post music. And then, which is also, it's not very time consuming. It is a bit time consuming to add the post music. I gotta just figure out what music goes where and fit it in. Oh gosh, this is hard. So once the post music's in, I gotta add the endings, which is the Vegeta skits. I usually record those when I'm editing. So I usually write and record the Vegeta skits as I'm editing, which is undeniably one of the largest time sinks I have. And then I gotta throw the Vegeta skits in there. I don't care, I'm just using my sniper rifle and take these guys out. So after I get the Vegeta skits thrown in there, and then I've got the audio all synced up, the graphics in there, the episodes lined up. I got the post music in there. I've got the end skits for Vegeta done and in there. Then I gotta start adding the pop-ups, which means I gotta go, either I or Burninator has actually just taken over that job for me, thankfully. Go to the stats section and look up interesting stats for each match, and then throw them in there with those little pop-up bubbles you see. And those pop-up bubbles are graphics. It's just a blank slate that pops up, and then I have to write the text over the blank slate and fit it to the bubble and all that, which is also time consuming. So in all, to do Dragon Ball Z League, which admittedly is the most editive intensive thing I do, it takes, for 4 episodes, it takes me about 5 to 6 hours of editing time. That's not including time to render, which is a lot, but I can always set that up to render while sleeping or whatever. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so next one. Classic Gamer asks, do you have any regrets in regards to Let's Playing? I have regrets a few of the games I never finished, and I just don't have the will to go back and finish. But not serious regrets, otherwise I would finish them, obviously. There we go. What else? Classic Gamer also asks, did you ever intend to add more to your anime fanfiction thing you're doing? The arena? Yeah, I do. I think about it from time to time. I need the time to do it. I don't really have the time. Like, to me, LPing and audiobooks come first. After LPing and audiobooks, I have theater. After theater, if I have, you know, spare time, I'm usually trying to decompress or spend time with loved ones or whatnot. So yes, I do eventually want to add more to the arena. I have no idea when I'm going to have time to, because writing, as anyone who's written knows, is time consuming and stressful, in a fun way, in a good way. It's stressful in a good way, but it is stressful because you have to write things in a way that they sound good. So you haven't seen the end of arena. I just don't know when I'm gonna write more of it. And also, if Squeeper and Spiffy McSquee met, how do you think they would react to one another? I don't think they get along too well. I really don't. Squeeper tries to avoid killing whenever possible, even the bad ones, with exceptions. Yeah, his killing to him is a fallback plan. If all else fails, he'll kill them because he'd rather kill them than leave them to prey upon the innocent and the helpless. But Spiffy McSquee has no hesitation killing someone who's even, you know, somewhat evil. He thinks that it's much better to just end them. So I don't think they would get along too well. Ooh, barely got him. No. So, yeah. Vortex Skyblast asks, where and when did you meet... Okay, I already asked that question. Kriana, Piff, and all them. Second question, how did you get into the SWTOR LP? Where did you hear about the game? I'd always heard about SWTOR and always been remotely interested because I heard the stories were kind of good. And decent single-player stories, but I never really paid much attention to it because I didn't want to pay subscription fees or whatnot. Then Kriana and I were actually looking for Captain Science material. We were looking for Captain Science material, and we heard that SWTOR was free to play, and we thought it might make for a fun Captain Science episode, so we tried it out. And in doing that episode, we found out that it was really fun and really kind of cool storylines, and we thought it would be neat to do a co-op LP of it. So that's exactly what we did. Oh gosh, darn it. Ah, my skill is amazing in this game. Wow. Alright, so while my health recovers, or while I die because of a grenade, I guess, Thunderboy2000 asks, do you like bacon? Yes. Yes, I do. Idiot Logic asks, what do you think of the indoctrination theory? Oh, yeah, didn't we already answered that question. Wow, there's a lot of people that want to know what I think of the indoctrination theory. Sir Jopalot asks, what's the stupidest thing I've done? Stupidest thing I've ever done, my junior year of high school. Maybe it was my senior year. I don't know. I think it was my junior year of high school. I was in theater, and we were in a competition play. A one-act play called Ladies of the Camellia, and I was doing horribly in my classes. I was failing like 5 of my classes. I was just lazy and didn't take school seriously back then. Darn it. Oh crap, grenade. Great. I didn't tell my drama teacher, hoping that I would just somehow get away with it. And obviously, if you're not passing your classes, you can't perform in extracurricular activities and stuff. So, about a week before the URL competition, she found out I was failing and that I couldn't be a part of the play, and she had to get an understudy, and it almost hurt their chances of going to the competition whatsoever, completely. Now, the understudy actually turned out to do a decent job, thankfully. But I could have ruined all of their chances because I was being selfish. And that is the stupidest. And also, I think there was another question, most embarrassing. That was also probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. Because my selfishness almost cost a lot of people a competition they had been working really hard on. And that was not good. Crud. Come on. Hang on, guys. I gotta get through this first. Well, poop. How many grenades do you have? Oh my gosh. Oh, poop. This is hard. And the next question. Would you ever show your face? I have shown my face. I'm not going to find the URL, but you can hunt my videos, and I've shown my face before. And am I a hardcore DBZ fan? If where you are, when did you first watch it? I first watched it as a wee lad, but didn't really understand it. It was just a cartoon. It was kind of fun. I first seriously watched it once Funimation took over, and then I would religiously buy the VHSs every month when they came out. So, and that was by CN Space Turtles Z. Pros360 asks, alright, I have a strange question for you. What will you choose between fate or free will? Free will every time, thank you. I want to be able to choose what I do. I don't want it to be chosen for me. I suppose some people could find comfort in fate, but not me. Alright, come on. What the? No! I'm horrible at this game! Ah! Alright, let's see, what else? J-Dog11. Who was my childhood hero? Character I made up on my own. Seriously, my childhood hero was a fictitious character of my own making that I would implant into any cool story or book I ever read so that I could play hero in that book too. I kid you not. That was my childhood hero. So, his name was Zach, in case you're curious. Why? I don't really remember why his name was Zach. Oh my god! What am I doing wrong? So, okay, what else we got here? Childhood hero, monochrome jester. What kind of phases did you go through during school? Not popular and slightly less not popular. No, really, I went through not popular, geeky, nerdy, socially awkward guy to less of all of that. And that was pretty much the only two phases I went through. My pinnacle was I wasn't really popular, but no one really had a problem with me. That was as good as it got for me, and I was happy with that. Alright, let's see. What else we got? DC or Marvel? I'd have to say Marvel, even though Batman's one of my absolute favorite comic book characters. I think there's more in Marvel I enjoy. I enjoy Spider-Man, Iron Man. I enjoy Captain America. Oh my gosh! Those guys that run up on me, I just have no defense for them, really. I guess I do, I just don't know how to play this game. So probably Marvel. What else do we got here? Frederick, that was Artax, by the way, who asked that question. Frederick Krivitis asked, what costume did you wear on Halloween during your childhood, or even now? I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so I had to improvise a lot of costumes. My favorite was I put on every knee brace, wrist brace, A-strap, neck brace, whatever I could find, and used crutches and called myself, and smeared fake blood all over me and called myself the victim. I left it up to people's imaginations what that meant. Crap. Alright. Do I have anything? I do. I have a grenade. I had a grenade. Hey, it worked! No, 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 no. I just keep getting shot too much. You know what? This is not working. Time to relocate, I think. Get off the wall. Can I not cover against this wall? Seriously? I guess not. You know what? Hell, there's something hunting for me over there. Let's just let him be. Alright, so... next question. If I recall, in the original Lone Wolf readings, you had some nice music on and mentioned something about always reading with music in the background. If so, what is good music to recommend while reading? Believe it or not, this is pretty much the only time I'll listen to it, but I like new age music when reading. Sounds a little weird, maybe, but I enjoy yeah, I enjoy new age music while reading because it's soft, it's gentle, it's atmospheric, and it doesn't take your attention. It helps kind of set the mood without stealing the attention. So I enjoy that kind of music when reading. Lorena McKinnon is one of my favorites. Enya is another good one. Sometimes movie soundtracks can be good. Alright, next question. Oh, by the way, that was from Eden Dag. Jeremiah Allen asked, what made you start doing DBZ League? DBZ League actually started in my living room. I did it on my own, just for funsies, because I thought it was funsies. And then I decided once I started LPing that people might be interested in it, and so I asked people if this was something they would be interested in, and they said yes, and so we did it. Thus, Dragon Ball Z League started. So, Piff Zero asked me what my favorite curse word is. I guess I'd have to say fuck. I don't use it that much, but like everyone who knows me, there's a reason why I don't use it that much. That I feel that, not because I'm family friendly or anything, but because the less you use it, the more effective it is. When you hear me say that word, you know, your jaw drops a little bit. You're like, oh my god, he just said that word. And as opposed to someone who says it all the time and you just kind of goes in one ear and out the other. My favorite, I don't know if this is really a cuss word, but I've been saying it a lot lately, is balls. Ah, balls! I don't know why. It's a habit I've picked up lately. So, the Dr. Gnome asks, thoughts on Star Citizen? I don't really know enough about it to have too many thoughts. It might be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It might suck balls. And would you adopt me? No, I don't have the resources to build a house yet, so you're just gonna have to freeze. The E-Dog asks, what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you? I already covered that. True Marksman's asks, what are your top 10 favorite games? Not gonna answer that. Well, I kind of already did. But, God. Oh, wow, I got him. Yeah! Mass Effect Trilogy, Bioshock Infinite, Skyrim, Fallout, all of the Fallouts, Dragon Age Origins, others. I really don't like doing favorite lists. Not very good at them. Whew. Okay, where was I? See, Epic Beast 7. I haven't been here long, but I watched Oblivion all the way to Skyrim, and I have heard a lot of Thieves. Oh, I've heard you do a lot of Thieves, so what makes Squeeper special compared to the others? It's not anything I designed in Squeeper that really makes him special. More the story that he went through. Remember, well, I don't know if you remember or not, but when I first created Squeeper, it was intended to be just a fun little LP without a serious story, or, you know, just me running around robbing vaults. And the story I experienced with Runetail completely changed my character into something special. So it had not much to do with me, and much more to do with the story, the interactions that changed Squeeper over time. So, yeah. Shamex 2, or maybe it's just Shamex, asks, do you like Invader Zim? Yes, I love Invader Zim. Will you watch my videos? Probably not. Not trying to be mean, but the worst way you can get someone to watch your videos is to ask them to watch your videos, in my opinion. You just don't advertise yourself. People will find you or they won't. It's just the way it works. Let others advertise you for you, but not the way you're doing. What else we got? And do you know about InvaderCon? I believe that's a convention for Invader Zim. I've heard of it, never been, so, but I've heard of it. Ariel Heister says, what's your most anticipated game of 2014? I don't really know what's coming out in 2014, so I don't know. Maybe Mass Effect 4? Is Mass Effect 4 coming out in 2014? It's been about 2 years since Mass Effect 3, right? Wait. Right? Yeah, it's been about 2 years since Mass Effect 3. So, maybe? Who knows? But honestly, I don't know what's coming out, so I don't know what to expect. Lecusta. Hi! Oh god, oh god. Oh jeez. No, I don't wanna. Great. I'm horrible at this game. Alright, Lake Kukanasa asks, lifetime supply of bacon or $1 million? Well, that's a silly question. I'd go with the $1 million because I could just buy a lifetime's worth of bacon. Let's say, what? A pack of bacon cost, let's say $20 a week, because a pack of bacon costs maybe, what, $3-4 bucks? So let's even say you ate bacon every day, $20 a week in bacon. That means about 80 bucks a month. Oopsie. I mean, and I'm being very, very generous here. Actually, 20 bucks. Wow, no, that's way too much. Who the hell would eat a pack of bacon a day? No, let's say, what? Let's say 2 packs of bacon a week. Let's say 10 bucks a week. So, what? $40 a month. 40 times 12. What's that? 48. So, what? A year you're talking about $4,800, something like that. No, I'm sorry, $480. So $480 a year for lifetime supply of bacon does not even come close to $1 million. Therefore, I would gratefully take the $1 million, buy my lifetime supply of bacon, and probably invest the rest in a nice IRA account or something like that. I don't know, but yeah.